This week on Days of Our Pirates. After taking 2 out of 4 against Milwaukee and finally finding a way to beat the Brewers, the Pirates have a 2-game stand against the Yankees, and pitching today is Jose Quintana, a man who may be traded at the trade deadline, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But the Yankees have the best roster in all of Major League Baseball and are at pace to win at least 120 games, the MLB record being surpassed if that were to happen. And you're going to see here, the Pirates are going to try to find a way to stand up. They won 5 out of 6 games this year against the Dodgers. They swept them, and then they won 2 out of 3 in a 3-game series. So the Pirates are very familiar in terms of beating teams that are good for whatever reason and then losing to teams that are mediocre or bad or whatnot. They're also familiar with the pitcher at the mound for the Yankees today, and that's Jameson Taillon, and he struggled through many things with Pittsburgh, physical and mental, but he still pitched very well when he was on the mound, and he got the opportunity he deserved in New York, and I wish him well. But he's at the mound today, and very bittersweet because obviously you still want the Pirates to win, as this one is going to be an out to end the inning. But Jameson Taillon, so much respect for him. He's pitching today for the Yankees, so a bittersweet moment for all parties involved. But that was a nice play by the Yankees infielder, and we're going to take it to the top of the second. Yankees rocking the infamous jerseys with no name on the back, as this one's hit by Hicks. And at the mound today for the Pirates, by the way, is Quintana. Tomorrow is Mitch Keller. But regardless, you're going to see the Yankees get that hit, and that's going to be extra bases for Hicks. And then here comes the man, the myth, the legend in New York. You better believe it. He strikes out. It's a strikeout from Quintana, and that is going to take us to the bottom of the second inning. Can the Pirates get any sort of runs going? We'll see here if Daniel Vogelbach, the man, the myth, the legend, the DH, the big boy, Daniel Vogelbach launches this one on the 3-2 pitch, and that one is gone. The DH with the plan, and he certainly has a big brain. Daniel Vogelbach makes it a 1-0 game in favor of the Bucks with that solo shot, and he shows Jameson Taillon what he's missing in Pittsburgh, because obviously they're in a better switch situation than the Yankees, and they're going to prove that today, obviously. But that's going to end the scoring for the Pirates, but they make it a 1-0 game as we're heading to the top of the third. And Torres is up, and this one's hit hard, and that one is going to bounce. It's going to stay in. That's going to go right to Sawinski. It's going to be easy double for Torres, and that's going to advance the runner to third. So man on second and third for the Yankees, and they're in striking distance to at least tie this game up, if not take the lead from the Pittsburgh Pirates. We'll have to see what happens. Stanton is up. This one's hit hard, and it is... Oh, what a play by Bryan Reynolds to save it with 2 outs. So there's no way that they could have scored a run considering that. Yankees fans are stunned, and it is still a 1-0 game thanks to Bryan Reynolds, a man who is rumored to potentially be a New York Yankee in the coming weeks. I hope that is not the case, especially since we just extended him and he's a great ball player. And you're going to see that right here as Reynolds hits this one, and this one's going to stay in the park. And Reynolds is going to second. He is safe. That's a double by Bryan Reynolds, the man who hopefully is going to be a Pirate for quite a long time. And these trade rumors are gone because it looks like some fans are associating him with the way Adam Frazier was talked about at the trade deadline last year. But regardless, Bryan Reynolds hits this one. It just stays in the park, bounces off the wall. And here's Jack Sawinski. He definitely has some plans in mind for Jameson Taillon, and he converts. This one's hit, and it looks like on the 3-2 pitch, Jack Sawinski has hit it out of the ballpark. That's going to be a 2-run homer to make it a 3-0 game in favor of the battling Bucks, and Aaron Judge can't do anything about that one because he knows the Pirates have a 6'7" player who's better, obviously, and that's O'Neal Cruz. As Gamble hits this one, that one's going to drive in Cruz, and it's a 4-0 game in favor of the Pirates with the RBI double by Ben Gamble. It's nice to see him back, I must say. Him and Yoshi Tsutsugo. It's nice to see him back. I do kind of miss Bly Madris, though. But nevertheless, Ben Gamble, solid baseball player. Yoshi Tsutsugo, solid baseball player, I'd say. So he'll have to share some playing time with Michael Chavis, I'd assume, as this one's hit by Falefa. And that is going to be extra bases. Zawinski gets it. That's going to be an easy double with 1 out for the Yankees. And they're going to try to get some scoring going because the Yankees, they're known for being able to strike very quickly and come from behind in just a few hits because that's how great their team is. As here's Aaron Judge. He hits this one, and oh, it gets past Hayes, and that's going to drive in a run. So the Yankees make the deficit 3 runs, and it's now a 4-1 ball game. Thanks to the RBI single by Aaron Judge, just got past Brian Hayes. And I wonder, honestly, who would win in the basketball game, O'Neal Cruz or Aaron Judge, but that's a debate for another day. As this one's going to be hit by Tsutsugo. He's 2 for 3 for today now. Zawinski's going to stay put at third. And now with the man on first and third with 1 out, the Pirates have a chance to continue to expand their lead against the Yankees and show them why they are winning the World Series this year and not the Yankees. But regardless, here's O'Neal Cruz up to bat. Man on first and third. And that one is going to be an out. And Zawinski's going to go home. Jack Zawinski is safe. And the Pirates now have a 5-1 lead thanks to the sacrifice out by O'Neal Cruz. He hits the ball hard, so basically as long as he hits it out of the infield, you could almost guarantee that that was going to drive in a run somehow, some way, and it did, and Zawinski is able to get home easily. It's now a 5-1 game in favor of the Pirates as we go to the top of the 7th inning, and what do you know, there he is again. It's Aaron Judge. Hits this one with a man on second and first. That one's going to go to Cruz. Cruz is going to throw this one, and that one is going to be out. So the Pirates get a double play in a crucial situation, and they're going to find their way out of it without giving up any runs. It stays a 5-1 game, and we are heading to the top of the 8th because the Pirates didn't do anything in the bottom of the 7th. Here is Matt Carpenter, the man whose career looked over whenever the Cardinals got rid of him, but he came back with a mustache, and now he's a member of the New York Yankees, and he just drove in a run, and it's 5-2 game now, thanks to Matt Carpenter, and may I say, all these Yankee players, they look like clones of each other, basically, in terms of, like, their physique, and a lot of them seem to have some nice facial hair going on, so, I mean, good for them, I guess, but now Bednar, to end the game. And he strikes out looking, and the Pirates win this game 5-2, and they somehow find a way to beat a team like the Yankees, and they lost 16-0. Well, back to reality, but you know what? I don't care. The Pirates may have been blown out and absolutely spanked at home in the second game, and Mitch Keller started, and he pitched a good 3 innings to start it, and then it all went downhill. But you know what? The Pittsburgh Pirates took 1 out of 2 games against the best team in the league, and for that, I can say that is awesome, and I love it. And yeah, it sucks the way that that series ended, but you know what? We beat the Dodgers. We won 2 out of 3 the first time around, and we swept them. And now we beat the Yankees the first time we played them. Like, those are like some of the biggest games and some of the biggest wins we're going to have this year. So you know what? I would cherish that, and I wish we could have swept them in the little mini-series that we had with them. And it still sucks that we got absolutely blown out of the water in the second game. But you know what? We beat the Yankees in the first game, so I'm taking this as a W, and so are the days of our Pirates.